Hello and welcome to Coffee Talk TV. I'm Josh Brown and this is
Lou Castillo. How are you all today?
Welcome to this episode. We're really excited to have you here. We've got a jam-packed episode today full of tons of user questions or viewer questions, I guess. Thank you guys for sending them all in. We have some questions here. We got a bunch on the board behind you watching us so that we can make sure we get to all of them. And we want to thank you for sending in your questions because ultimately Coffee Talk TV is about you. And the only way we can answer your personal questions is if you tell us what you want to know. So thanks for sending them in. If you have further questions or you have questions for next week's episodes, you can always send them to Josh at InvestorRiches.com or Lou at InvestorRiches.com. And don't forget to share this video with everyone that you think might find it valuable. I mean, what better way to get your week started than, 30 minutes of powerful real estate investing content to help you kind of make your week as profitable as possible. So thanks for being here. Let's go get started. So I guess in getting started, we should talk with them. We tried to lay these questions out the best we could. But one of the first and one of the most common questions we get is, guys, how do I get started? I haven't done my first deal yet. I'm coming into the business. How do I get started? And more importantly, I think, how do I set up my company?
Yeah, we get that question a lot. How do I set up my company? And, I want to be careful here because I think setting up a company and having some protection, some asset protection is important, and also having some ability to manage your taxes through a company is important.
Right.
But I want you all to realize something. There's not as important to worry about your company setup as it is to worry about making money. So if I was only going to be able to focus on one area, I'd focus on getting the business started and starting to make money before I'd start worrying about setting up the company structure. But let's go ahead and talk about the company structure here for a minute. First of all, I absolutely think you should not be doing business as sole proprietor. There's just too much danger in doing business as sole proprietor because you put all of your personal assets at risk.
Right.
Set it up as a separate entity, whether that's a corporation or an LLC or whatever other entity you want to set up. And make sure it's a separate entity from your personal assets so you don't put your personal assets at risk. Plus, there's a lot of tax advantages to having a corporation or LLC. The best thing that I can tell you to do is to work with your attorney and work with your CPA and get that set up. I mean, that's what Josh and I did.
Right.
We sat down with our attorney, and of course he explained the very big difference between an LLC and a corporation, whether you want to be a C Corp or an S Corp.
And then he woke me up 45 minutes later.
Yeah, it was a very, very long. And finally we just said to him, you know what, nothing that you're saying means anything to us. Why don't you just tell us what do you recommend is the best thing for us to do? We ran that by our CPA as well. All agreed that this would be the best corporate structure, and we set that up.
You see, we're not tax experts. We're not business entity experts. We've been in the business a while, and I think I like LLCs better than everything else. But